Wonderful women, welcome back to this channel. If it's your first time here, super welcome, and make sure to subscribe so you're going to receive free resources every single week. And if you have been hanging around for quite a while, welcome back, and I'm so pleased to seeing you again. And I also would like to catch this moment to really thank each one of you that has been showing up regularly, commenting, sending me messages, because all your likes and all your support is allowing me to be here each and every month and each and every week. So I'm forever grateful for all of you. So if you have never seen me, my name is Claudia Vidor. I'm a nutrition and dietetic clinician. I am the founder of this channel, Nourish by Claudia, but you can also find me on Instagram, ha.fertility.nutritionist. And I am the founder of the Facebook group Recover from HA Support Group and of the Period Comeback Protocol, which is a transformative 12 weeks online and one-on-one coaching program that really boosts your vitality, chances to get your period back, and your fertility. And if you have any questions about that, just please make sure that you follow the links below and click away. But today we're going to go back to the basics because I would like to really discuss why is it important for us to have our period back. Some of you may be here because they've been struggling with an eating disorders and they know that having the period back is actually a sign of their body healing. Some of you instead may be here because they're trying to get pregnant and they haven't had a cycle for a long period of time. And sometimes when you listen to videos that can really remind you of the importance of doing something, it can really work well with the subconscious mind, and can give you that boost of motivation that you may need at this point in time. So if you're here, I'm pretty sure that there is a reason. So today, without further ado, I really would like to find out why your period matters more than you think. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is reproduction. So having a menstrual cycle is a reproductive health indicator, simply because menstruation is a key indicator of reproductive health, right? Your regular cycle suggests that the reproductive organs, including the ovaries, the uterus, and the hormonal feedback loops, are functioning properly. But not only that, because the menstrual cycle is regulated by a complex interplay of hormones. So having regular periods indicate that these hormones, such as estrogen and progesterone, are all in balance. And hormonal balance is not only essential for reproductive health, but also for overall well-being. And that's something that we're going to discuss later on in the video. But just to give a couple of clues, it's bone health, cardiovascular health, and to me, a big thing is also mental health. Obviously, having a period, it allows you to be fertile and get pregnant because menstrual cycle is crucial for fertility. And I'm pretty sure that that's something that you have already gathered on your own, but it's also very important to reinforce this concept. So ovulation, which is the release of an egg from the ovary, occurs as part of the menstrual cycle. So if you're trying to conceive, a regular menstrual cycle is essential for predicting ovulation and optimizing the chance of pregnancy. So you may know that the first part of the cycle is called follicular phase, then there is ovulation, and then the second part of the cycle is the luteal phase. So there are different hormones that comes to play, but there are 4 that are key indicators if your body is in a state of optimal health. So the first one is FSH, which is the follicle stimulating hormones that allow you to produce eggs. There is estrogen that, once again, it really drives you to ovulation. Then there is LH, which is the luteinizing hormones that help you to release an egg that can be potentially fertilized. And then there is progesterone, that it's normally the king of the second part of your menstrual cycle, which is also called the luteal phase. We have touched upon fertility, preconception, and reproduction, but as I mentioned before, also having a menstrual cycle is crucial for bone health. Estrogen, which is a hormone that is involved in menstrual cycle, plays a role in maintaining bone density. So irregular or absent periods, especially in conditions like HA, but also sometimes in different ways in POI and PCOS, can contribute to bone density issues. And then, not to mention that to me, but for so many people out there, realistically speaking, the period is the 5th vital sign. because changes in the menstrual cycle can sometimes be an early indicator of other health issues. So for example, irregular periods that are not connected to hypothalamic amenorrhea could be a sign that something else is going on, like thyroid issues, reproductive organ issues. And that's something that can also allow you, that is going to give you the opportunity to get yourself checked and really see what is going on and happening behind closed curtains. Then obviously, having a menstrual cycle is absolutely impactful for mental health. So estrogen, which is something that we have already discussed, influences the production and function of serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter associated with mood regulation. Changes in estrogen levels, such as those occurring during the menstrual cycle, can impact serotonin levels, and that contribute to mood changes. But that's not enough, because progesterone, which we have touched upon, which is the king of the luteal phase, can interact with the gamma aminobutyric acids. I cannot say it, but let's shorten it for GABA, which is a neurotransmitter that has incredible calming effects. Fluctuations in progesterone levels can influence GABA activity and can affect how much you perceive stress or how well you really handle anxiety and stress in your life. It is absolutely true that there are some medications that can help you to produce a different amount of serotonin, or can reduce the amount of serotonin that is uptaken in some receptors in your body. And it is also true that you can get GABA from supplements, but the best way moving forward, and if we're looking at vitality, longevity, fertility, and so on and so forth, and well-being, getting your menstrual cycle is going to have an impact that you cannot imagine. Then estrogen has also vasodilatory effects. So it means that it helps the blood vessels relax and widen. So this contributes to improved blood flow and can have a protective effect on your cardiovascular systems. So estrogen is believed to play a role in maintaining healthy cholesterol level, which is why so many women with hypothalamic amenorrhea, they present with high cholesterol. And normally cholesterol, being the father hormones, tends to rise when there is not enough estrogen in the continuous attempt to release enough estrogen and to kickstart the menstrual cycle. After menopause, when estrogen levels decline, women face increased risk of cardiovascular issues. This highlights the potential of protective role of estrogen in cardiovascular health. And that's also why so many women that are going through perimenopause and menopause are normally asked to jump on alternative support, such as HRT. Menstruation also has a great impact on your iron level. So menstruation involves the loss of blood, which contains iron. So adequate iron levels are essential for the transport of oxygen in the body. Iron deficiency, often associated with heavy menstrual bleeding, can lead to fatigue and impact cognitive function. On the same token, not having enough iron in the blood can actually interfere with your chances of getting a menstrual cycle. So always make sure that you allow your diet to be rich in iron, but not only that, iron can be lost when your microbiome is not functioning optimally, when you're exercising too much, when you're sweating a lot, and when you're not eating enough of iron-rich foods, and when you're not absorbing the nutrients. So always make sure that you get to the root cause of why your iron level is suboptimal. Last thing that I also would like to mention is the oral contraceptive pill, because there are lots of people that they have not seen any improvement in terms of the period recovery, and they are scared of the bone health and they decide to jump back on the pill. I always would like to underline that oral hormonal contraceptives, including the birth control pills, can influence mood and mental health. So some women may experience changes in mood or anxiety as a response to hormonal contraceptives. And also the use of the pill can also have implications for cardiovascular health. and the choice of the contraceptive method may be considered in the context of an individual. So basically what works for Jane doesn't always work in the same way for Kate. And that's really very important to underline. Same thing with the HRT. Some HRT methods work very well with some women, but not for others. Also, I would like to mention that the oral contraceptive pill doesn't prevent bone loss. It tends to maintain your bone density where it's sitting at. But if you are between the age of 18 to 35, you have much better chances of getting your period back as soon as possible, so that you can really start to work on that. You can decrease the level of your bone reabsorptions. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm pretty sure that it gives you a few things to think about. And if you're really interested in getting your period back, just as a reminder, it is never too late, and you could be a click away from finding few professionals and a support coach and a nutrition and dietetic clinician, which I am, that can really help you to get what you've been looking for the last, I don't know, months or years. So I wish you the most beautiful end of your week, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.